Hi everyone, and welcome to another episode of my Horse Run series. I've yet again played another day off camera because I want to complete Austin's aspiration and max out the nectar making skill. The skills in this game take so long to level up, and the aspiration takes even longer to complete. So I was just doing that the day that I played off camera. Speaking of which, Austin got to level 2 nectar making. He can now craft recipes for sensual strawberry nectar and potent potato nectar using the nectar maker. At his new skill level, Austin will also craft nectar bottles faster. Thank goodness, because it took really long before. But the day that I played off camera, he's been practicing at Kathleen's on her nectar maker to learn more about it, and she shared all the knowledge that she has with him. So it's now up to Austin to learn more. Walter did talk to the experts at nectar making and put in a good word for Austin, which they agreed to chat with him over lunch just because Walter's been such a huge help. Fingers crossed Austin doesn't slip this up because it might seem like a business setting to him talking over lunch, so I really hope he doesn't mess up. So that actually now leads me to where we are right now. I got this beautiful restaurant down from the gallery. I will have it in the description or I'll pop it up on the screen. But this is what it looks like from the outside. I really like it and it suits the world so well. We have like this sunken dance floor area with these string lights. This is my favorite part of it. And then well, there's the bar and there's the chef station back here, bathrooms, and there's seating everywhere. There's even like a area outside here, so if you have horses, you can have them come graze grass. Or is that what you say? Graze the grass? Is that what they do? But there's a feeder and a trout here for them, and you can put your horse stuff here. There's even some seating outside, so that's really cool. I really like this lot a lot. Yeah, I like this lot a lot. Okay. Anyways, let's get back to what's going on here. So, I'm gonna introduce you guys to our guest. This is Louise Mitchell, and this is her husband, Curtis Mitchell. Louise is actually the expert nectar maker. She runs her nectar business in Chestnut Ridge. She sells nectar to places like the bar, the nightclub, this restaurant, and she does personal deliveries too. Her husband is more of a rancher, but he helps with deliveries. They're both in it together. They, you know, have their specialties. Now that we're all introduced, I think it's time for Austin to be introduced to them. Let's just pretend that Walter is introducing him, but he's gonna do a howdy introduction to the both of them. I already placed the order in for our food because we were supposed to be here at 1 p.m. and it took us an hour to well, I think it took like half an hour to get seated, and then it took like another half an hour for my Sims to move. So yeah. Lunch is already in. We're just gonna wait, and while we're waiting, we're gonna chat with them. Yeah, he's already tense because of stranger danger. I really hope it doesn't affect this lunch too much. But he's gonna make some small talk. He's gonna ask about their day, maybe talk about the weather or something. This guy's all like dressed up. I like that the people at the restaurant or that work at the restaurant are dressed the part as well. So that's really cute. But yeah, he's gonna ask about their days. He just asked about Luisa's. And now he's gonna ask about Curtis' day. Oh, you didn't do a introduction to him. You need to introduce yourself. Hopefully our food comes soon. Because honestly, Austin, as he's already feeling tense, when food comes, he's gonna be like, oh my god, yes. I have a break from talking. I think he's gonna do alright though. He practiced his speech this morning. Let's just pretend that he is practicing making small talk so that, we don't have another Marissa situation or a not interested Roboto situation. So he practiced this morning. Hopefully that practice pays off. And why aren't you introducing yourself to him? Please do that. Thank you. And see what I mean? Sir, I want my food, please. You took my order. Can you like tell them? Okay. Anyways, yeah. Let's hope that my sims are bugged. Let's just hope they're not too bugged and we're sitting here for forever. There we go. We're finally introduced. And let's ask Curtis about his day as well. Trying to be as friendly as possible and not jump right into talking about business. So let's ask him. I think they probably have a lot to ask Austin as well, since he's not from Chestnut and he recently came here. I think Curtis will probably be like, "How's the life going over at your place?" I know it might be hard for newcomers. And Austin's just like, "Yeah, it's been difficult. I'm still actually settling in, but so far it's been okay." And he's like, "That's good that it's getting better." What are they gonna enthuse about cooking? Maybe they're talking about like, "Oh man, I'm hungry. I can't wait for this food to come. It's been 2 hours." And then we're gonna chat with Luis as well. Oh, I think that's our food. That would be really nice if it is. But we're gonna chat with Luis, and I think Austin's gonna also ask them, how's life and Chestnut been for you guys? And she's just gonna say, "It's been great. We both grew up here actually, so it's not that difficult for us. I guess the hardest part is raising our child while taking care of business." And he's like, "Oh, you have a kid?" And she's like, "Yeah, we have one. But our food has arrived, so I think that will give Austin a bit of a break on the talking. He might even... Oh, they're gonna flirt with each other. You guys are so cute." But yeah, this will give Austin a bit of a break. He's gonna eat, maybe think of what else he can say during this conversation. So he's just gonna exit himself from it and eat his food. I think if it wasn't for Walter, they wouldn't go out of their way to talk to a person from the city that just moved here about business so soon. So yeah, we really have to thank Walter for that one. I'm gonna have them enjoy their meal. Maybe once they're done eating a bit more, I'll have them talk about business. I just want them to, get a bit more familiar with each other. Maybe we can get to know them as well. So we'll ask about that, but I'll just skip to when they're ready to talk about nectar making, as that's why we're here. Most of them have gotten through their meals. Actually, well, everyone but Austin has finished their meal, but he was busy making some small talk. He actually learned that Luis is a perfectionist and that Curtis is a rancher. So that's really good. They were just getting to know each other. Now they're just sipping their nectar. I keep needing to remind myself that it's nectar in game, not wine. But they're all enjoying their nectar, and I think it's about time that we probably talk about business, as we're here to do that. We don't want to spend too late out, so yeah. Let's chat with Louise. Not that we want to ignore you, Curtis, but she is the one that runs the nectar business here, so let's maybe discuss some interest with her. Be like, "So I know you probably heard from Walter, but I'm really interested in the whole nectar making stuff. I really want to learn. I know you guys might be a little on guard because I'm from the city and I just moved here, but I'm really interested in learning. I don't know how long I'm gonna be in Chestnut for, so that's why I'm so eager to learn it now. And then while I'm here, I'm thinking about whether I'm gonna stay or not." We know that Austin's lying here. He, oh my goodness, he keeps lying to people, and I feel like it's not gonna end well for him. Honestly, I don't even know It's just hopefully he doesn't get caught or he never has to come back here if everything goes successful in the business department for him, because he will have a lot of angry people on his case. So yeah, they're just talking, and she's like, "Well, yeah, I'm a little bit worried about that. You know, Chestnut is a really small knit community. Everyone knows each other. Everyone looks out for each other, and we like how it is as it is. I really hope what Walter said is true. You're not here to set up a business here from the city, and you're genuinely just interested. I'm doing this for Walter, just so you know that. Yes, I'm not saying that I'm a bad person and I wouldn't do something out of the good of my heart or anything like that, but we've had experiences with other people here, and I'd rather be safe than sorry. So you're honestly really lucky that you came across Walter, because otherwise I would absolutely say no. And just to warn you, if I hear anything or see anything suspicious coming from you, I will cut this off immediately and we will not have you stay here in Chestnut any longer. Just saying that right now. Austin's gonna be like, I completely understand, I get that, and yeah, no, it's like Walter said. Who is calling us? I'm just gonna say under what conditions. We're not getting married. Nope, none of that. I mean, I could have canceled it too, but oh well. It doesn't hurt to have more money. I think Austin would have been like, under what conditions. But as Louise was saying, yeah, she's on the fence about this, but for Walter's sake, she's just going along with it. What else can we talk about? And then, well, Austin's just gonna be like, yeah, it's exactly as Walter said. I, I'm from the city, and I'm not here to set up a business. I just want to learn. I heard about Chestnut. It's a really nice place from what I've seen so far, and I just want to learn some things. And she's like, all right, I'll take Walter's and your word for it so far. And well, yeah, that's basically it. I think they're gonna exchange some numbers, their contacts here, and Luis would be like, well, it's getting late, so we're gonna wrap up here and leave. But here, you can probably come over to my place tomorrow. I'll show you how I run my business basically, and maybe you can help out. I could use the extra hand, honestly, with nectar making, so you can learn while you're there. And yeah, we'll we'll see how things go tomorrow. Austin's gonna thank Walter. He's gonna be like, thank you so much for doing this for me. I really appreciate it. And Walter's gonna be like, don't worry about it. I know how rough it can be as a newcomer at Chestnut, especially from the city. But I see a lot of myself in you. I see you're very confident and motivated in what you want to do. So I'm just trying to make it easier here for you. As you said, you don't know if you're gonna stay here in Chestnut. And it's not like we're bad people or we're not welcoming at all. It's just, it's really hard to have other people come here and say they want to change our way of life when this has been our way of life for so long and we like it this way. Austin's just gonna be like, I completely understand. Don't worry about it. I won't have you regret this at all. So he's gonna stop chatting with Walter here. He's gonna finish his wine, and honestly, it's about that time that we all leave. Yeah, Curtis is just like, all right, we're heading out now. It is almost 5 a.m. in the morning. Austin is up bright and early, and he immediately got on the computer to write to his boss. He didn't write to him the other day because, well, nothing really happened to report back. But today, he has so much to write about him learning the nectar. Well, I don't think he will fill his boss in on too much of that, or his idea of learning to make nectar and then hiring someone to make the nectar for them in the city instead of the business. I don't he I don't think he would tell his boss that, But he will still tell him that he's been learning nectar making, as the locals, have been telling him to do that, and well, he's taking care of things here. So he's gonna fill his boss in on everything from the lunch slash dinner yesterday to just everything that's been happening the past 2 days that he hasn't filled them in. He's gonna brew some more coffee and he's gonna have some breakfast. I think we have some leftovers in the fridge. He will take care of Prince, and then, well, he'll call Luis around maybe 9, 10 a.m. to see when he can come over, or if that's a good time for him to come over, so that he can see how she runs her business. And well, she invited him over, so we need to check in with her to make sure when it's an okay time. So yeah, I'm just gonna have him get himself ready for the morning, and then I'll probably see you guys when we're over at Luisa's. So we are at the Mitchell's house. Curtis is actually right outside, so he's gonna come up to Austin and greet him. And I'm like, hey, how are you? How's your day? And he's like, it's been good so far. Hello. Austin's gonna dismount Prince here. He actually rode Prince over instead of just walking over here, so he's gonna dismount him and come say hi to Curtis. There's also two other horses. I said houses, oh my goodness. There's two other horses outside. I think Curtis might laugh at Austin a little bit here and be like, still new to horse riding? He's like, still very, very new. And Curtis is probably gonna be like, well, if you ever need some help, I could help you out. As you can see, I have two horses here of my own, and I train them from time to time. So if you ever need help with that, I can help you out. Where did Austin go? Austin, Curtis is all the way over here. Oh, and it looks like their kid is out here as well. So we're probably gonna introduce ourselves to their child, Kane here. So let's do a howdy introduction to him, and then we'll go back to talking to Curtis here, because that's what we were originally doing before Austin decided to walk all the way over there. Okay. But we said hi to Kane. Let's just ask both of them about their days. Like, hi kiddo, how are you? And he's like, hey, I don't know you. Who are you? You're new here? He's like, yeah, I'm new here. It's like, cool, I guess. I think Kane's just like, there's a new person here. Okay, cool, whatever. But yeah, Curtis is gonna be like, yeah, that's my son Kane. I think Louise heard the conversation going on from inside, so she's gonna come out and say, hey, you came over? And she's like, yeah. Not she. Austin's like, yeah, I came over. I see you met my son Kane. And well, Curtis introduced you. And like, Austin's like, yeah. And Louise's like, well, you could come inside. So I think we're gonna come into their beautiful home here, and Louise is gonna show us around. So let's go here. These two here, they just sat down and they're just gonna chat. Austin's gonna be like, well, you have a beautiful home. Louise's gonna be like, thank you, I appreciate that. I worked hard on getting it, and it's my pride and joy other than my son. He's like, I bet this house is lovely. Just gonna be like, well, let's waste no time because it's already lunch. This is the area that I do my nectar making, and well, whenever I'm ready, I have Curtis deliver them. So in the living room, we have the racks over here to have them aged, and well, that's about it. He's like, that's it. You do it just right in here. And she's like, yep, that's all I do. And he's like, wow, okay. I thought you had like an entire different place set up. And she's like, no, I do it right from home. You know, I gotta take care of my son. Sure, you can like jokes. She's like, I gotta take care of my son. You know, I'm a mother, a wife, and well, a businesswoman. So to make it easier, I just have everything here at home, and it works out. I don't have to pay extra bills for another place, etc. He's like, Wow, okay. That's really cool, actually. I thought you would have probably wanted a different place to, maybe take a break from being a mother, etc. And she's like, nope, I like how cozy it is here. Well, she's just gonna talk to Kane really quickly, and Austin's just gonna take a look around the place. This house is lovely. We're not gonna go into anyone's room or anything, but we're just having a look at the downstairs. It's really nice, really cozy. Um, but Louise is gonna come back over here, and she's gonna be like, "Well, I have some orders to do, so maybe you can just help me out and learn while you're here." And he's like, "Okay, sure, that works out." He's gonna need some ingredients from them, but Louise, she's just gonna craft some. Let's do some strawberry nectar. And since Austin just learned how to make strawberry nectar recently, maybe she's teaching him how to do it. Since, well, strawberry, it's a different fruit. Maybe she's just like, well, you gotta stomp it this way instead. So we're gonna craft our first strawberry nectar. And I'm gonna have both of them do that. It's the same interaction, they're just stomping. The only thing different about it is the color changes from the different fruits. But that's about it. We're gonna get to stomping. I don't know if they can talk while they're doing this. I'm gonna see if they can. So I think Austin or Louise might tell him how to do things a certain way, and oh, they can. Okay, that's really great that they can talk while they're doing this. So yeah, Louise is probably, oh, he fell. Louise is gonna be like, oh, so you don't like the stickiness of it either? And Austin's just like, yeah, no, I can't. I've done it a couple of times, but I can't get over the feeling of how sticky it is. And Louise is like, yeah, same over here. I love doing this, but I don't like how sticky my feet get, so I wear flip-flops too. He's like, oh, okay, I thought it was just like a me thing. And they're getting to know each other. They're talking over this. I think she'll probably ask him, well, what do you do in the city? Like, other than work, I guess. And he's like, well, there's quite a few things you can do in the city, actually. I go out for... Yeah, he's gonna be like, there's quite a few things. There's like, clubs, bars, restaurants, kind of the same as here, just a lot more people, and you can meet a lot of different people every day. And she's like, oh, okay, that must be fun. But yeah, they're just chatting, they're having a good time. It's taking them forever to do this, so I think to make time pass by and help it not be awkward while they're just stomping on some fruit, they're gonna keep talking. Curtis, he's just chilling. I'm not really here to control their family, but he's talking with his son. They're just doing their thing. And well, maybe after all of this. Oh, Austin finished. Okay. Are you almost done, Louise? She's like, well, I gotta keep making some nectar here because I have a lot of deliveries, so it might take me a lot longer than you. He's like, oh, no worries, no worries. I'm just gonna talk to my dad. I was supposed to call them earlier, but they were asleep at the time. It's like, oh, maybe the times are different. He's like, yeah, they're probably asleep. It's probably like way earlier for them than it is for us right now. It's like, gotcha. She's gonna keep crafting her nectar. And when Austin's done talking with his dad, which he is, he's gonna get back in there as well. I think we'll just keep making some more strawberry. We haven't made any strawberry nectar other than from the one that we just made today, so he's gonna keep doing that. And yeah, Luisa's doing her thing. It's gonna be silent here and there, like right now, but they'll chat in between. Maybe we can get to know her some more. We learned that she's a perfectionist yesterday, so maybe we can learn something else about her. I think Austin isn't only doing this to, like, be friendly, but maybe see the type of person that Louise is. Maybe she needs something that they have at the city. Maybe there's a way that, instead of doing all of this by foot, I was gonna say by hand, but by foot, maybe they can build a machine, or she can get that, and that way they have like some sort of business interaction. and he could ease into the whole he wants to set up a business here, or maybe, have her sell nectar to the city as well. Because from what he's getting, she doesn't seem like the want money type of person. So he's getting to know her to see maybe there's something that she needs that we can provide for her at his company, and that way, she can sell nectar to us and we'll supply her with what she needs. He's Yeah, the money pop up just now. He's thinking about ways to do all of this. But Louisa's just gonna be like, well, it's getting pretty late. Um, you can come over whenever. Just give me a ring beforehand and I'll teach you. If you want, stay for dinner. I'm probably gonna prepare something. Oh, he just finished actually making his nectar. Well, I'm gonna have him come in here. Maybe he can talk to. I don't know what he would talk to Kane about, so he might just ignore Kane a little bit and talk to Curtis instead. Their conversation earlier about horses got cut off since, he needed to come in and chat with Louise. So he's gonna come talk to Curtis. He's like, yo, what you up to? And he's like, oh, I'm just looking at some horses online that I could probably get from the equestrian center. He's like, oh, okay. He's like, yeah, I'm more of a rancher. I just do the deliveries for Louise so she can have more time towards nectar making. The horses that I have don't need too much, and they're basically trained for the most part. No, don't go cook something. Louise is cooking. Don't do that. Stop it. Curtis, stop. Get back here, please. I'm just gonna reset him. Oh, she made these too. Okay, great. Okay. I'm gonna have her call everyone to eat, and we will have the lovely stew that she made. I think Curtis and Austin are gonna have their conversation once again, and hopefully not get interrupted this time and be like, well, I saw you have a horse, Austin. And Austin's gonna be like, yeah, I borrowed Prince from Walter. He's honestly been helping me out a lot. And Curtis is gonna be like, yeah, Austin's helped me. Not Austin. Walter's helped me out a lot as well. He taught me how to train horses for competition, etc. And he's like, oh, really? It's like, yeah, he's been helping me so much with horses ever since I decided that I wanted to train them up for champion and for the competitions at the equestrian center. I was just like, that's cool. He's getting a little tense here. He's not interested in horses at all, but it's what Curtis is more familiar with and what he likes to talk about, so Austin's going with it. And well, Curtis is just like, well, I know you're here for nectar making and everything, but if you wanna, learn more about horses, Walter's getting older, so I'm your guy. If not, Sienna could help you a lot. And he's like, oh yeah, I've been talking to Sienna lately. She's been helping me with Prince because he's a defiant horse. And he's like, oh, okay, that's good, that's good. I'm glad Sienna's been helping you out with that, but since you're gonna be coming over here for nectar making quite a bit, I assume I can help you out with Prince. If you want, I can show you how to train him, or I can just train him myself if you want. He's like, I don't know. I just use him as a means for transportation, so I don't really need to train him. But if I have spare time on my hands, maybe I'll take you up on that. And Chris like, yeah, of course, anytime. I'm usually available all the time, so yeah. And then, well, he's just chatting with Louise. It's gonna be like, thank you for today. I really appreciate you helping me out. Just let me know when I can come by again. And she's like, well, whenever you don't need any, like, no, my goodness, I can't English. Brain work. Whenever you have time and you feel like you want to come over, I'm probably mostly available making nectar, so yeah, we can do this whenever you got time on your hands. Just give me a call beforehand, I got my family to take care of. And he's like, of course. Again, thank you for today. This is where I'm gonna be leaving today's episode off. I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to comment down below on what you think. Any suggestions? Should Austin take up Curtis on his offer about training Prince, and let me know what you think about him lying to them somewhat. Let me know what you think about that. Like if you enjoyed, subscribe because there will be more, and I'll see you guys when I see you guys. Bye!